Did you know that according to the Nigerian law, men are not capable of being raped? Let's talk about it. People of God, welcome back to another episode of Do You Know Your Law? My name is B-Worm, and today we'll explore other rape laws that are relevant and applicable in Nigeria. Quick disclaimer, I am not a lawmaker, I am just a lawyer. Hence, my duty is to interpret and apply the law in given situations. In my last video, I gave a quick overview of rape law in Nigeria. If you haven't seen that video, please go watch it. I'll tag it somewhere here. Please go watch it, as this video is a continuation. Now let's look at rape under the Nigerian criminal law. Rape is covered under two criminal codes. The Penal Code Act, which covers the northern region of Nigeria, and the Criminal Code Act, which governs the southern region of Nigeria. Similar to the Criminal Code Act, the Penal Code states that rape occurs when a man has sexual intercourse with a woman without her consent, against her will, or without her consent, where consent is obtained by putting her into fear of hurt and death. Without her consent when the man knows he's not her husband, with or without her consent when she is below the age of 14 or of an unsound mind. Now, this is where the problem is. The current position of the Nigerian criminal codes portrays the mirage that only women or girls can be raped. Many have argued that the definition is myopic, as sexual offenses like rape in recent times are not gender-based. Do you agree? Or what do you think? Let me know in the comments what your opinion is. Well, good news to the male folk, as the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act departs from the general position of the law, and it states that a person commits rape if he or she intentionally penetrates the vagina, anus, or mouth of another person with any other part of his or her body, or with anything else without consent, and if the consent is obtained by force. As seen from its definition, it widens the scope of the offense of rape, showing that both men and women can be raped. The instrument of rape does not have to be a penis. It can be a hand, a dildo, or other things. It even makes for financial compensations for victims of rape, and rapists, when convicted, will have their details entered into the register for sex offenders. The bad news, however, is this act is only applicable in Abuja and other states that have adopted this act. Unfortunately, the general position of the law still stands because majority of the states have not yet domesticated it. So I hope this answered all the questions asked about laws protecting men in Nigeria. As you can see, there is a law, it's just limited in its application. Now, someone here asked me, how do you prove there was no consent when all we have is her testimony? That is where burden of proof falls in. Now, the burden of proof in rape lies with the complainant to prove beyond reasonable doubt that the accused actually did commit the offense of rape. It's not sufficient to merely say he or she was raped. You have to prove that the accused indeed committed or intended to commit the alleged act. According to the law, it is better that 10 guilty men should escape than one innocent person be punished for, a crime he or she didn't commit. And also, consent is very difficult to prove because it's somebody's word against the other. So usually the way the court decides a case of rape is penetration. So a crime of rape, according to section 6 of the criminal code, is completed upon penetration. So once there's penetration, Someone here asked me, is forcing my legally married wife rape? The answer is no. As it stands, a wife who is legally married to her husband cannot claim that her husband raped her. Now, the basis of that is, since rape is unlawful carnal knowledge, intercourse between a man and his legally married wife is lawful, it's legal. So because of that, the law does not see a possibility where a husband would be raping his wife. And to back that up, the law states in section 36(12) of the Constitution that the person cannot be punished for an offense that is not provided for under the Nigerian law. So since the offense of spousal rape has not been provided for under the Nigerian law, a man cannot be convicted for the offense of raping his own wife. Another person said, let's also pay attention to false accusations of sexual assault and rape. Men need to take consideration the harm, trauma, and losses associated with rape cases. Many men have been destroyed and labeled as rapists, and at the end it's found that they were innocent. What punishment is meted to such girls? Let's fight for this. Well, I do agree, and the law definitely provides punishment for people who falsely accuse others, not only in cases of rape but other things. Now, the Criminal Code in section 125 states that any person who conspires with another to charge any person or cause any person to be charged with an offense, any offense, whether it was alleged to be committed in Nigeria or elsewhere, knowing such a person is innocent, is guilty of a felony and will be sentenced according to the provisions of the law. With that, I hope I've answered all your questions, and I hope that you learned something new today. If you still have other questions regarding this same topic, please leave them in the comments, and I'll be happy to respond to each and every one of you. Please, let's stop with the cussing. Nobody's stupid. The law isn't stupid. We all agree that the law needs to be amended, and I hope that with time, other states will adopt the new law that, provides for both men and women. And I hope that after watching this video, you have a full understanding of rape law or statutory rape according to the Nigerian law. Please leave a like, a comment. Also help me share this video so other people can see it. And also subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you get to know when I post more videos, because I'll be posting videos like this every week. Thank you so much for joining in today's episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.